I'm Adam Lehman, and I'd like to welcome you to our first episode of the Dank Report, a cannabis news, lifestyle, and entertainment show. We'll feature the latest products, places, and things that make the cannabis industry so hot right now. We have an awesome show lined up, a wonderful interview with a wonderful celebrity guest. You may have heard him in Howard Stern, possibly read about him in Forbes magazine. We have with us trans activist and now cannapreneur, self-proclaimed transpop Buck Angel will be joining us today. That's right, Mr. Buck Angel. And today's cannabis strain review, we will be tasting the hybrid Gorilla Glue number 4. Should pack a punch, looks great, and we're so glad you're joining us for our very first episode. Again, like us on all the social media, and please subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Stay tuned for our interview with Buck Angel. And we're back. I'm Adam Lehman, and thanks for tuning in to the Dank Report. We're here with our very special guest on our very first episode. So excited to have him with us. Ladies and gentlemen, trans activist and cannapreneur, live and in person, Buck Angel.
I'm your first guest?
Absolutely. Thanks for being here, Buck.
Right on, my friend.
Thanks for kicking off this show.
Right on.
So, you know, some of our viewers are probably familiar with you, but what can you tell us a little bit about your background, what you've been doing? I know you've been really active in the trans community probably longer than anybody that I can think of.
Probably.
And just want to see how you decided to get into the cannabis business then.
Right on. First, thanks for having me on the show, and I'm the first guest.
Absolutely.
I feel so honored, my friend. We'll look back on a year, and this thing will be huge.
Let's do it.
Right on. So my name is Buck, and I was born a woman, and I transitioned to a man 23 years ago. We're all shocked. And I started in the pornography business, and then from that I went into education and basically just educating the world around human rights and around becoming yourself and so really my platform was my vagina for many years. That was my platform. Because
okay.
I used to be a woman and I transitioned to a man but did not have that surgery. And from that my platform came just be yourself. And what makes you male or what makes you female. And also, I'm 30 years sober from drugs and alcohol, and so I have not used drugs and alcohol for 30 years. But what I did notice was that I had a hard time sleeping, anxiety. I started taking sleeping pills, and somebody said to me, dude, try cannabis. It's amazing for anxiety and sleeplessness. And I was like, I can't do that. I'm sober, right?
Right.
That's what we say all the time. And I said, okay, forget it. I'm taking sleeping pills. That's just like drugs.
Almost, yeah, exactly. Well, not almost, but it is drugs. Exactly.
So I was waking up.
And you wake up all
shit.
groggy.
Totally.
Like you can't get out of bed.
None of it.
Kills your motivation.
Totally.
And you're a motivated person.
I'm a motivated person. And
totally.
So then I tried cannabis, and it was like a game changer. I woke up in the morning ready to go. I never felt like I needed to have it during the day. I'm very strict about my usage of it. 5 years I've been using cannabis now, and I never have drank any alcohol, never used any drugs. It is not a gateway drug.
Far out.
It is not a gateway drug.
Remember that, folks. It is not a gateway drug, says Buck Angel.
It's real. Seriously. So then I realized...
How's your sleep, though, then?
I sleep. Well, I still have insomnia because my mind goes crazy.
Yeah.
And I'll just get up and smoke a joint in the middle of the night and go right back to sleep again.
Fabulous.
That's the way I do it.
Good. So you got a little thing that works for you.
Yes, exactly. I don't feel toxic. I don't feel like I want to use drugs. And I really felt like it was a magical thing that I needed to talk about as a sober person.
How do you convey that, or has it ever been a struggle being a sober person with incorporating marijuana into your life? I know that it's sort of a movement right now. I've heard the term green and sober.
Oh, wow.
Have you heard of
that? No, I knew that was going to happen.
Far out.
Yeah.
But do you know other people that are in a similar situation that are
sober but
sober?
use cannabis?
Yeah.
Yes, of course, and that's why it's really important for me. I have a pretty large voice in specific communities. For me to explain to people, everybody's sobriety is different. I never used marijuana when I was using drugs. drugs, cocaine, acid, all this stuff that took me out, rock cocaine, and like, look.
How'd you take the edge off then?
I don't even know. I'm a maniac, dude.
Constant edge. Constant edge.
So I just realized that people need to know that you can be sober and use cannabis. And so it doesn't work for everybody, of course not. Not everything works for everybody, but it works for me, and I wanted to sort of give a voice to that, so people who are thinking about using it can say, well, wait a minute, Buck tried it, it seems to work for him, let me see if that works for me.
Far out.
And, again, putting a voice to something that people are fearful of. Cannabis, people are fearful of cannabis.
There's still a stigma. It's coming around.
But it's still really, it still is looked down upon as a drug.
Well, I hope that with what we're doing here at the Dank Report as well, that we can help to spread the word that, there's nothing, I'd say, perhaps more relaxing, a better way to sort of chill out, that I found personally just doesn't wreck my body as other alcohol, pills,
There are actually redeeming medical qualities to THC and CBD. There's totally redeeming qualities. There's none of that in alcohol, none of that in cocaine or drugs. But the thing with cannabis is it actually is a real medication that can help you to get better and not just mask the problem.
So you've gone from then being I'm going to go with a green and sober person, using marijuana in your regimen. It then became legal. You were using it medicinally prior to
it was legal medicinally,
So now that we've gone into a somewhat legal phase, at least here in California, or a legal phase in California, you've now gone from just a consumer, but to a producer. Which is super cool. You have somebody you're working with on this project?
Yeah, Leon Mostavoy, who's also a trans man. So we're two trans men who own this company.
How many other companies are there out there, I'm wondering, that have two trans men running a cannabis company? Zero. It's a big zero.
Zero. We are the one and only, and we're also the only actually LGBT-focused cannabis company in all of the cannabis industry.
And when you say focused?
So what that means is that my community is the LGBT community. My community has a huge, highly amount of depression, anxiety, addiction problems, all the things that we created in order to help our community become healthier and not be using pharmaceutical drugs that only mask. So we created these products in our company to focus on the LGBT world, also so that we can give back to the world. So every time you buy a product from us, we give back money to the LGBT center here in Los Angeles for the senior center.
Such a great center. It is awesome.
It's the #1 center in the world.
Awesome. Way to go, Buck.
Right on.
And what's the name of your company? Where can people find your stuff?
Yeah, right on, pridewellness.net. But I'm a manufacturer. So you can't buy stuff off of my website. There are such legality laws in California that are insane.
And a lot of that changed after the first of the year, right?
They keep changing laws every week. By the way, every week. So now, basically, I'm getting legal manufacturing, and when I say legal, because that's a whole other platform that we could take 10 hours to talk about.
And maybe you'll come back another time. We can get into some more technical.
It's really insane what we have to do now. So I get legally manufactured, which then puts me in distribution and then puts me into all of the cannabis shops, all the dispensaries. Because right now I'm not in any dispensary.
Gotcha. Right now, though, people can go to your website, though, to see your products. If anybody in any state, country, anywhere wanted just to know about those, you can at least contact you through the website. If you have any questions, where to get these things, close by you. pridewellness.net would be the place to do it. I see that you have brought some of your products along with you here today.
Right on.
We've got a handful of stuff going on here. How long has your company been around, by the way?
We've been around for 3 years.
And in 3 years, you've already got a great handful of products right now.
Thank you,
where are these products available?
So right now, the Buckshot, which is the very first in the cannabis industry, it is a male enhancement drink with CBD in it. This you can buy off of my website. It's in a bunch of different shops. It's in the Mr. S in San Francisco. It's in Fort Lauderdale.
While you talk about this, we're going to get a close-up right here. We're going into action right here. Buckshot right here. Check it out.
That's our secret weapon right there.
Tell us about what you're doing with the Buckshot. What is this?
So we created this because, as you know, I come from the sex industry, and so I know sex sells. It does. It's
Sure.
a thing that everybody is. And cannabis can actually heighten your awareness around sex. And sex and cannabis are amazing.
Hey, I have no idea about that one, folks.
So being the man who's in sex, I said, but wait a minute, I got to get into cannabis. So I realized that those two play together. So by adding CBD to this particular enhancement drink, it brought it up a level. It brought us into the cannabis world.
Far out.
And they're doing a ton of studies on CBD and erectile dysfunction. And so
everybody should check this out for fun, or if you have a little bit of an issue,
yeah,
maybe it will help you too.
Yeah.
It's called the Buckshot by Buck Angel, and right on the label right here, it says it's a boner drink, folks. Boner drink. Who says we don't have a good time here on the Dank Report? What else do we got going on?
So we got the Buck Balm. The Buck Balm is basically all natural. Again, actually, I want to explain. This is all natural. It's not chemical based. It's
far out.
all natural.
So it's not like a lot of those energy
Viagra,
and
it's not like
also.
Viagra or Cialis. This is purely all natural.
Herbs?
Herbs.
Fabulous.
Herbs, and it works.
And then Buck Balm?
The CBD infused balm that you can rub for pain relief, all of that. So again, that's also a pretty big seller.
Excellent.
And that sells on my website. Pretty much, it's empty. I used it all.
It smells nice though. There's sort of a nice, almost eucalyptus kind of note on this one.
Like a medical, like it just feels like really relaxing, and you know, CBD is a game changer.
Super cool. I love the caricature of you on the front of these too. I think it's great. And then we've got Legacy.
That's our vape line. It's called Legacy. So we created also vapes to go along with all these other things. So vapes are like the big, everyone has vapes now. That's why you gotta always stand out, right? That's why we created something that stands. Everyone has a vape now.
Drink.
Everyone has a vape. So we created a vape cart. This is a pure 300%. We have one of the highest rated CBD cartridges. So this is pure CBD cart that you can put onto your, so it looks like this, and you can put it onto your battery like this.
Yep.
And smoke it.
So this right here is pure CBD?
This one right here is THC. So
THC. Like, it's hard to say no to Buck Angel.
CBD.
Let's see what we got here.
One, and then we also do pre-rolls. And we have our own chemist from NASA, and we're already winning awards for our vape. And then we have these, which are pre-rolls.
Awesome. Great package, individual. That thing's not going to break in the package, and shipping.
Then it says on there, it says on the back, $1 from every purchase goes to the LA LGBT Center.
Such good work, Buck.
Right on.
And you have one other thing I see sitting right up here on the old mirrored box.
This is the coolest thing ever. So I started working with Native Americans here in California, and so they created these first hemp sticks. So these look like cigarettes.
You know what? While you're talking about what we've got in cheese sticks, I'm just going to bring this closer to the camera.
Right on.
So tell us about cheese sticks.
So cheese sticks are pure hemp style cigarettes. No nicotine, no THC, no nothing. So only hemp, which is also a great thing for health. And so basically it's to help people sort of get off of using nicotine and more onto hemp.
So cool. It's such a great alternative.
Yeah.
And
I think so.
Non-addictive, which is really cool.
Yes.
So it gives you the action, the motion, a nice flavor, I gotta believe. Can't wait to try it.
It smells just like marijuana. That's the only bad thing. So if you take this out and you light it up, it totally smells like you're smoking a joint. That's the only downside, I think, of this.
When smoking these in public, be sure to have the pack out of cheese sticks. Let them all know. Well, Buck, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
We hope that you'll come back another time. What else do we got on the table?
Oh, a T-shirt. I brought you
No way.
Because T-shirts rule.
Awesome. The Pride Wellness T-shirt right here. This is going to be well worn.
Thank you, my friend.
Feels like a nice T-shirt. Nice, all cotton, soft. That's my jam. It will be worn in the best of health. We hope that you'll come back and join us again. For more information on Buck's products, please check out pridewellness.net. Again, that's pridewellness, all one word, .net. You can get Buck's Buckshot there. The only place I know, you can't get it there, but you can get information as to where to get it. It's the only place that I know that you can get information on a boner drink, folks. So, really, we want to thank you so much for joining us here on our first episode, our inaugural episode. And everybody out there, please stick around. We'll be back with our review of Gorilla Glue 4. Thanks for joining us. Bud, thanks a bunch.
Thank you, my friend. Right on.
Hi, and welcome back to the Dank Report review. Today, we're reviewing Gorilla Glue number 4. One of my favorite hybrid strains. It's a real interesting hybrid from Chem Sister, Chocolate Diesel, and Sour Dub. So this one, a hybrid, sort of an indica sativa, really packs a punch, should be nice and heady, and a little bit body as well. Got a little bit here in the container that we got from the Green Rose Dispensary at $12 a gram here in Los Angeles. And as I take a big inhale just at the nose of this stuff, man, oh man, does that smell yummy. I get a little bit of sort of this tropical citrus kind of notes, and on the back end of it, you know, you just get that lovely and deep, long hints of evergreen going on. So that's a little bit about the smell, the look. As you can see, a beautiful green plant, little red hairs, really lovely, fairly sticky and nice and tight, fairly compact buds. So today we're going to get into our first review here on episode 1 of the Dank Report. We always like to give things a 2-puff test because, as my dad said, you can never tell the first time. You're not quite sure. So let's give it a 2-puff test here on the Dank Report, and we'll let you know what we think. A little bit expansive. Those citrus notes still coming back around. Real soft. Whoever did the curing on this, I think, did a nice job. Super smooth. Really, really nice work over there at the Green Rose. I think you're making a nice selection on this stuff at $12 a gram. And we'll go for puff number 2 again, because you're never quite sure the first time. So let's see what we've got here again. Gorilla Glue number 4. Well, as you can see, second hit a touch harsher than the first, but still pretty smooth. I can feel this stuff kind of starting to settle in here. I think this is going to pack a great punch today. Again, that was Gorilla Glue number 4, $12 a gram down at the Green Rose here in Los Angeles. I give this weed a thumbs up, most certainly. What a great, great cannabis strain that Gorilla Glue is. I want to thank you for joining us today for episode number 1 of the Dank Report. Please share, like, follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all over the social medias. Check out our website at thedankreport.com. Feel free to contact us directly if you have any story ideas, products that you'd like to see us review here on the show, and sponsorship opportunities as well, which we certainly are open to. Again, thanks a bunch for watching. Tune in next time for another episode of the Dank Report. I've been Adam Lehman reporting. Thanks for tuning in.